One thing I'm always interested about is whether people are planning their outfits for the week or if they're just putting them together on the fly as they go along. I've been doing the latter for years and years, so I have to say at the moment, with how tired I am, I've not really been feeling that spark when I'm getting dressed in the morning, and I found myself gravitating towards the same select items. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do want to get some use out of the other items in my closet rather than just playing favorites. So what I thought we could do today is plan my outfits for the week ahead, and I thought this would be a really fun little exercise to do together. So we're going to do Monday to Friday. For context and what my week looks like, Monday to Wednesday I'm working, and then Thursday and Friday the kids are with me. So generally the tail end of the week tends to be a little bit more casual. So I've drawn some inspiration from certain items, and I've put together 5 different looks based on the weather forecast for the week ahead. So let's go through them all together. Okay, so for Monday, this is what I'm thinking. An all black base with a lighter knit jacket over the top, something that basically just grazes the hemline of my skirt. This video does include a paid for integration with Goelia, and again, I'm just really excited to be working with them, as you'll know that I have quite a few of their pieces in my closet already, and I love and share them with you all the time, especially their knitwear. I'll be incorporating some of my favorite styles from their new in section to my outfits throughout the week. But if you aren't familiar with Goelia, essentially they have a really good mix of kind of quite classic feminine pieces, really nice tailored pieces for work, and then also more modern silhouettes, things that are a little bit trendier. But in addition to that, they do beautiful outerwear, especially trench coats, and beautiful wool cashmere coats. All of the pieces I've added to my wardrobe from the brand have held up so well, my striped wool knit jacket in particular being a firm favorite. You will have seen it in my most worn video on Monday. If you want a closer look, I'll pop that up in the cards. But if you would like to buy anything from Goelia, you can use my code Jamie25 to get 25% off your purchase. I will make sure that I link everything that I feature down in the description box below, along with all of my sizing information. So let's break down Monday's outfit. So the first piece that we've got on is my base layer, and I find it really useful to have a beautiful wool knit long sleeve in my closet, something that is cut really close to the body. So this one is from Goelia. It is made from merino wool, and it is incredibly soft to the touch, and it has a really nice stretch to it. The detail that got me, and this is the reason why I've got the sleeves of my jacket pulled down, is that the knit actually has these buttons here around the armholes so that you can unbutton the sleeves, and actually you can even just partially unbutton them if you want, which is a great way to incorporate your own personal styling touch to your outfit. So that is kind of the core piece. Then I have on this beautiful black wool mini skirt. I really am enjoying this silhouette, and I find it actually has a bit of a leg lengthening effect, especially when you're wearing a skirt that is a little bit shorter. This one is from Assembly Label. Then the knit jacket that I'm wearing is from Quince in this lovely kind of cool grey, and it's basically a big wool shirt, really kind of soft and quite stretchy as well. I've added on some black tights, and then I've opted for my Jill Sander pointed toe flats, which I know aren't for everyone. My husband's not a fan, neither is my stepmom, but I personally love them. On TikTok, I got the funniest comment saying they were like lemony snicket shoes, and I think that kind of makes me love them more. Because I'll be working with clients, I will need my tote bag, so I've opted for one that does kind of incorporate some of those same colors. And yeah, the shoes are super comfortable for walking around in, so I feel like I'm going to feel quite good in this. It's also going to be overcast and kind of cold, and having these nice sort of soft woolen layers are things that are going to help me retain heat close to my body. I might even take a scarf with me in my bag if I think I need it. On Tuesday, I'll be working from home, so I wanted to go with something that felt like it had loungewear elements but still was reasonably put together. So I've gone with this beautiful silk tee, which is from Goelia. This has a really beautiful shine to it, and it's a lovely loose fit. It actually looks really nice worn untucked too, as it does have a high-low hemline, so it's slightly shorter in the front than it is in the back. Then over the top of that, I've thrown on this knitted bomber jacket, which is in a similar ecru shade, and I feel like these different tones of white and cream are playing together really harmoniously. This adds in a really beautiful knitted texture as well. Then the pants that I'm wearing are also from Goelia, and these are really cool. They're essentially a track pant, but they're a velvet, and they feel really quite elevated, almost looking like a cord because of the ridged design to the fabric. They don't have any pockets, so they're really seamless. I think if you were kind of traveling somewhere, these would be a great option to have in your suitcase, or actually to wear on the plane from a comfort perspective, but then you could easily style them up when you get to your destination. So I think those are really lovely. And then I've gone for a comfortable shoe, my Everlane Day Gloves in the kind of taupe mushroom color. I think this plays again into this color palette really nicely. And then to play off the color of my shoes, I've sort of sandwiched my accessories and I've gone with my Sabin Tilly bag. So this is a little bit smaller than my Tilly's Big Sis bag that I have, and in the lovely taupe, it adds in this beautiful element of warmth. We're gonna have a high of 18 and I know it gets reasonably warm in the house, so I'll actually probably end up taking my knitted bomber off in favor of just wearing the t-shirt on its own. I think a really good way to sort of start the day, especially when our house is a little bit colder. Wednesday is going to be 19 degrees and sunny, so I feel like I can get my legs out. I actually think I'm taking a real gamble wearing a merino knit top, but because it is a fine merino, I feel like I should be okay. So this knit top is from COS. I can also do the same thing, but they're really brilliant basics and definitely one of my favorite buys from both of those Scandi brands. Then the skirt that I've gone for is again from Goalia, and I did get this in two different colors. They're not exactly the same skirt, but very similar in terms of both the length and the way that it hugs the body. So you'll be able to see that it really kind of is cut quite close around the hips and waist, and then it's very straight through the legs. But I love the little seam detail here, and it has a lot of stretch to it, so it feels almost like wearing loungewear. For my shoes, I am wearing a little ballerina pump. I think that this is just such an easy way to go and it gives me that little bit of extra height. My jacket is my Kinder Salmon trench, though I don't really think I'm going to need this, but just adding it in there as an option. If I really wanted to style things up, then I'd also just throw a little knit over my shoulders as well. I think that's a very simple way to do it. And then to kind of play off the sort of camel color of my trench, I've also incorporated my Acne mini Masubi bag as well. I really like this outfit, and I think it plays into a lot of those kind of style guidelines or tools that I tend to use to get dressed every day. So Thursday is going to be overcast, a high of 19 degrees, but I find whenever it's a bit cloudy, there's always this slight chill in the air, especially during our winters. So I want to wear something that's really cozy, but that's also going to give my skin a little bit of room to breathe. So I decided to opt for this off-the-shoulder top, and I know what you're thinking. For 2 days at home with the kids, this probably is not the most practical choice, but I'm very much of the mindset that you should just wear the clothes, and if you want to feel a little bit more dressed up in your outfits, then go for it. Thinking that you can't wear certain things when you are in certain situations adds a lot of limitations to how you can style and wear your clothing. So to really think about how I can style this down, because it does feel a little bit dressed up because of the off-shoulder element, I have just worn it with my Levi's wedgie straights. Yeah, I've got them in the 26 and I've got a little bit of room at the waist, which is nice. The thing I like about these jeans is that they're a really soft denim, so these are ones that I tend to favor when I am doing things with my kids. On my feet, I am wearing my About Ariane ballerina flats. Depending on the day, I may even end up switching these out for my black Vivaya flats, which I tend to wear quite a lot. They're just very easy to slip on and feel very comfortable. For my bag, I've opted for my Arket rigid crossbody bag, which matches my top quite nicely and just adds in that little fresh pop. Means that I'm not straying from the 3 color rule. Final outfit of the week, and I started off with another black knitted base layer. This one is also from Goalia, but you can see this has a real point of difference because it has this crescent shape detail here, which creates a really interesting neckline. I think if you really wanted to, you could adjust it so it's sat a little bit lower down, so you are showing a little bit more of your chest, but I do like the coverage. This again is a really beautifully soft merino wool. It is quite sort of thin in a way, but it feels really nice and warm against the skin. Merino is really good because it's a temperature regulator, so it does help your body to retain heat, but then also keep you cool when it is warmer. The trousers that I'm wearing are my Arket wool trousers, and I really like these because it's like wearing track pants, but the wool fabrication really has this formality to it, which makes them feel a bit more dressed up, a bit more refined. For shoes, I've opted for my Air label boots that I got, I think it must have been 2 winters ago. Was it last winter? My memory's failing me, but I have had them for quite a while now and they're really comfortable. A great dupe for the Totem boots. And then over the top, I'm wearing this beautiful leather jacket, which is from Goalia, and I'm really excited to style this up more as we kind of reach the tail end of winter and head into spring. I just think it is such a nice cut. I did size up in this to the medium and I think it fits me really nicely. Kind of has a bit of a biker element to it, but also with kind of modern elements. I like that I could just snap it at the top here. I always love doing this with jackets because then it creates a really interesting triangular sort of shape here in the front. But the quality of the leather is really nice and robust. It feels really smooth too, and it is also lined. Cannot complain. And then bag would be my La Mer crossbody bag because it's such an easy go-to and it adds in another little touch of shine to the outfit. So there you have it, my 5 outfits for the week. What do you think? Did you have a favorite look? I would love to know which one you like the most and if you're going to be taking any inspiration from this. And also, do you plan your outfits or do you just put them together on the fly? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and also to Goelia for partnering with me again on this video. Don't forget, I have that discount code Jamie25, which will get you 25% off your purchase at Goelia. So a great opportunity to add a special piece or two to your wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!